Hello, my wonderful friends. It's time once again for a story. And this one has an interesting title. This is from our friend, Reddit user Cornwig, which is just. I like your name. I'm sorry. It entertains me. This is The Engagement, the Quarantine, and the Gender Crisis, Part 1. I can see we're going to go all kinds of places with this one. You know what? Let's do it. I'm down. Here we go. The introduction. I'm still dealing with some of the aftermath of this even now, 5 months after the breakup. So I thought sharing this horrible show might be cathartic for me. This isn't anything wild, horrifying, funny, or satisfying, just uncomfortable and sad. Yeesh. By the way, I'm Kai, 22, they, them. But at the time of this story, I went by my given name and was a cis woman. That's not super relevant yet, though. I, as an American, went to college in the UK for 3 years to study in a certain field of art. At the start of my second year in September of 2018, I was 19 at the time, I was lonely, so I hopped on Tinder and met my ex. We'll call him CJ. We got along instantly on our first date, and everything just felt perfect, despite me being constantly anxious because I'm just kind of a nervous person and I have a lot of social anxiety. We get tea, went cloud gazing in the park for our first date. He brought me roses on our second date when he came to my apartment to watch movies. He was a perfect gentleman, and seemingly knew exactly how to calm my anxiety and make me laugh. Then, red flag number 1 popped up that I kind of completely overlooked. 2 weeks into dating, he says, "I love you." Oh, no, that's way too soon. Yeah, no, I see what you mean about red flag there. Wow. I panicked and shut myself in the bathroom for 15 minutes to have a small anxiety attack. Yeah, understandable. Take note, for future reference, there is no lock on the bathroom door, and I have no idea why. When I finally calmed myself down enough to come back out and talk to him again, he apologized. I said, okay, and I don't remember what happened after that, but it took me 3 months to say that I loved him in return. Over the 2 years we were together, there were several not okay things that I overlooked in our relationship, but forgave all of them because I genuinely believed I found myself a soulmate. I started having monthly panic attacks, which I thought my birth control was causing, and while CJ taught me breathing exercises to help me calm down from it, he was definitely the trigger. Oh. He wanted to do absolutely everything together. He kept wanting to play the pick an outfit for your partner game whenever we went out to the mall, and would pick extremely feminine pink and gothy outfits for me, while I just picked out suits because this is what I knew he liked. I am not a very feminine person, but for a while I tried to be because I was ignoring a deeper issue with my identity. More on that later. CJ hated that any other man spoke to me, especially on social media. I like documenting my outfits occasionally on my Instagram, and when a creepy old dude would message me, CJ would message him and tell him to leave me alone, and then tell me that he feels like I'm trying to get other men's attention. Bruh, what? Oh, this dude. Mm-mm. I always either politely reject them or outright block them, but that seemed like it wasn't enough for CJ. There was one particular guy, Tim, who CJ hated and would text me regularly to subtly flirt. I obviously turned him down politely every single time, but CJ would want to go and fight with him. Oh boy. Other things CJ would do was to barge into my bathroom wanting to catch me doing my business because he thought it was funny and, quote, we should be comfortable with each other in the bathroom. That's fucking weird. That's really fucking weird. Again, no lock on the bathroom door, so I had to hold the door closed. I'm a very private person, so eventually I started feeling anxious anytime I had to pee whenever he was over visiting, which he did a lot. I don't like my chest for reasons I couldn't figure out before, but I always had on either a sports bra or a shirt, or both. CJ loved to poke my chest or point out when he could see them to make me blush or cover my chest with my hands. When I tried changing in the same room as him, with my back to him, he'd lunge to try and grab at my bare chest, and I'd uncomfortably laugh and ask him to stop. He never did. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. As for the more intimate stuff, I am petite with endometriosis, so sexy fun times hurt a majority of the time. He was impatient and wouldn't give me much time to adjust, and rarely let me be the one in control. I ended up most of the time very sore for the rest of the day, and well into the next. At least he was good at aftercare. It wasn't all bad. This is getting a little long, but I'll continue this in part 2. Oh, boy. Okay. Wow. Yeah, no, you weren't kidding about red flags. That's some big ones. That's some really big ones. This dude has major control and abandonment issues. Like, I'm just going to put on my fancy pseudo-psychologist coat, because I'm not actually a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I'm a magical horse on the internet. Of course I'm not a professional. But I'm going to go ahead and just make a couple of observations, and one of them is massive amounts of control and abandonment issues. I'm assuming he probably had some incredibly bad relationship problems in the past and never worked through them and just kind of took them out on everybody else. Not respecting OP's boundaries is super not okay. Like, just because you're dating someone doesn't mean you get to violate their boundaries at any time. Just because you're married to someone doesn't mean you get to do that. No means no, dude. And if someone's not comfortable, you respect that shit. Bottom line. This isn't even a conversation that we should have to have. This is one of those things that, like, I can't believe I have to explain because it's such an obvious thing. You know, like, don't eat soap. It's not food. And bathing will help you not smell bad. But then again, you know, this is the world we live in. So sometimes I guess you just have to. And considering how many stories I read about neckbeards who don't understand certain concepts, like no, in fact, means no. Yeah. This guy sounds like a jerk, though. I will say that. And I am very sorry, Cornwig, that you had to deal with that. That sounds really awful. Or Kai. I just realized you actually did put your name. I'm sorry. I went back to the OP name. I do that. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I just think that is, wow. Yeah, especially the barely dating for 2 weeks and this dude busts the whole, I love you. No, you don't. No, I'm most positive, sir, that you in fact do not. You don't even know me. That is impossible. You know, when Sango and I first started dating, it took almost a year before I could say something like that. Before we could actually be fully into like a very serious relationship. We were kind of dating, mostly getting to know each other, and then we went into that. And that's because we both went through some pretty rough relationships in our past. And, you know, sometimes it takes time to get over that. And trust issues are a thing. But the fact that we're both very patient with each other, understanding of each other's boundaries, and know that, you know, sometimes you just have to do things by yourself. Sometimes you just, you know, need some time to decompress or work on things that just make you comfortable, even if they aren't, you know, productive things. That mental health is incredibly important, especially in a relationship, especially in one that you want to last a really long time. But this dude, CJ, no, he did not respect that in the least. He got all up in Kai's space, all up on their business, and just would not take no for an answer. Like, every single time they were like, hey, dude, I just need like 5 minutes, you know? It's my space. I just, need to take care of some things for myself. Can you not? And no, that will absolutely kill a relationship. Being incredibly controlling, domineering, and just being like, you're not allowed to do things that you enjoy. You have to do the things that I want, and dress the way that I want, and act the way that I want. Yeah, big shock, huh? Big shock that they're not happy with you, huh? This guy makes me angry, and I'm sorry, but he does. He's a prick. He's just a prick, and this is only part 1. I'm sure by the next couple of parts I'll be calling him several other more colorful things. But, Kai, thank you for sharing this story with us. It takes a lot of bravery for you or anyone to share stories like this. I know I don't really address this a lot in these videos, mainly because we're here for a story, and, sometimes it's for a laugh. But when you guys do share, like, stories like this, like these obviously more emotional, more, deeply attached things, I mean, I may not say it enough, but you should know that if anyone else, I'm very proud of you. I think it takes a lot of bravery to do that, and it takes a lot of, desire to push that out, not just into the open, but to get it out and away from you, so that, you can move on and have a better life. That's incredibly brave, and I, for one, am proud of you. So, I don't know if that means much. I am a, cartoon horse on the internet, but either way, got that going for you. You could put that on your resume. Probably shouldn't put that on your resume, actually, because nobody will take that seriously. I wish they would, but either way, point is, I love you all so very, very much, and yeah, I look forward to part 2, and I'll see you guys in the next video. However, if you have your own story and you want to share it with me, there's a subreddit for that. r/weird story. No, I'm kidding. It's r/Moonhorse stories. That's mine. Hi. Terrible joke, but that's me. That's why you love me. I have a Ko-Fi if you'd like to donate to this, whatever it is I do. And I have a merch store, which is almost like donating, except you probably get like a t-shirt in the process, or a coffee mug. I sell coffee mugs. And bath mats. I want to sell socks, but I can't seem to figure out how the system works. I'm still working on that. That will be in the future, as well as other things. I keep promising it, and yet I still can't figure out how the thing works, so I should probably shut the hell up. Either way, there's also a stream every Saturday. If you want to come hear this live, you can. It's a thing. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.